There's more! I'm back! CGI shit!
I rest my case.
It was fucking horrible!
Hi guys! Wow. Missed the boat on this one. It's BigJackFilms here. Welcome to another opening night. Haven't done one of these in quite a little bit, but given this month, March, is going on with King Kong, we're going to take a little break from that for just today and talk about a movie that I was supposed to review for an opening night a while ago, but completely forgot about, and I figured I'd catch up this time around on some of the movies that I've missed out on, especially before the spring-summer season of films come out, and I've got a few to look at. But the first on the list is, of course, James Cameron's sequel to Ridley Scott's Alien with Aliens. Brilliant. Already we're at a good start. So, I actually watched this movie, I want to say maybe about a year ago. Josh had showed it to me. I'm slowly watching the Alien vs. Predator franchise, like, in release order. So, after this, I have to take a look at Predator 2. But with Aliens, the sequel to 1979's Aliens, which I thoroughly enjoyed, what is the story? So, it takes place many years after the events of Alien, and Ripley, the Nostromo, has been in sort of cryogenic sleep for many, many years, and is picked up by Earth forces who tell her that LV-426 is now completely occupied, and she is a completely bit in the future for way too long, like frozen in time. And then when Ripley discovers that, basically, there might be more aliens on there, she has to go down to LV-426 once again and help the Marines, two of which played by Michael Biehn, Kyle Reese, and Bill Paxton, respectively, in order to shoot, survive, and beat up all the potential xenomorphs that are on there, especially before the Wayland Company comes in and continues to weaponize it. That is my phone going off. I am so sorry. So, what can be said about Aliens that has not been said? Is it one of the greatest sequels of all time? Yes. I thoroughly loved this film. As a newcomer to this franchise, I had a blast watching this sequel. I think it's kind of hard to decide between Alien or Aliens, which one is better. This is different than like something like Terminator 2, where Terminator 1 and 2, both directed by Cameron, actually. What's interesting is that I love the first one over the second Terminator. Now, that's not to say Terminator 2 is a bad sequel. It's a great sequel, one of the greatest sequels of all time with Aliens, but with Terminator, I like the first one. Whereas Aliens, I put it on par with the original as the better ones. You could watch it as like a 3 to 4 hour double feature and not miss a beat. It is a very good, continuous, continuity-driven story, and I think they're both equally good. But Aliens is it a good sequel? Absolutely. It is one of the best sequels ever. It takes the horror attributes of the first movie and now flips it on its head, where it's now an action movie with guns a-blazing and action set pieces. This is Cameron probably at some of his best, honestly. I was shocked how good the sequel is. I mean, normally it's to be expected with Cameron that the sequel is better, although, to be fair, I've not seen The Way of Water yet. But, when it comes to Aliens and Terminator 2, this is peak Cameron. The blues, the color, the Cameron blues that we all know are in here. The effects are phenomenal. Stan Winston with the Queen Alien and all the other creatures are fantastic. They go way above what Carlo Rambaldi designed. And it takes H.R. Geiger's designs to a whole new level. But then on top of that, it's a lot of practical effects. This is way before Cameron had access to real digital technology. This is before The Abyss. And here, it's just practical effects. Animatronic creatures, puppet creatures, miniatures. Really great miniatures all the way through. And amazing special effects with the props, and the world feels dirty and alive, and there's a lot of grotesqueness, there's a lot of dust and dirt. It's a really grounded film, and I freaking love it. Again, the cast is also great. To see Sigourney Weaver back in her most iconic role, this movie made her a star. Like, forget the first one, it's this one. Ripley is at peak here, and it's amazing. But all the characters are great. All the military Marines are great. The Colonel Marines. Now I see why these boys have such a cult following. They are manly men, especially the chick who's with them, who would later be John's stepmom in Terminator 2. All of them have a part to play. All of them are fantastic. And to see every one of them, eventually meet their doom is kind of sad. You want to see all these guys live. You love them so much. Especially Michael Biehn and the late Bill Paxton, who... Yeah, this is one of Bill Paxton's best. I love Twister. I love Mighty Joe Young. I love Titanic, but... man, nothing tops him in this. This gave birth to the classic line, "Game over, man! Game over!" Which I have used a few. Now, granted, I have seen clips of Aliens. I've seen a lot of scenes from it, and I have used the clip multiple times to describe a point. But to see Hudson, Bill Paxton's character at this level, to see the full character, it's great. And he was my favorite character in the whole movie. He's just having a blast in this. Like, when they're having that meeting, and he's like, "How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?" With his bug eyes coming out. It's fantastic. Newt is also a great character. I think the girl they got was absolutely phenomenal. Something I didn't notice is that the production design, they filmed it in a factory in London. It's the same factory that they used for the excess chemical plant in Batman, which I think is really cool. A little nod there. So now Batman Dead End makes more sense, where it's Batman versus the Xenomorph. But, besides the point, you can tell the budget was well spent with this movie, but Newt is also a really great character in this. Absolutely fantastic to see Ripley take on that mother figure is also a phenomenal bit of storytelling there. Cameron likes to do that. But then we have also, I can't remember who it is who plays the part of the Wayland Company, the android, Bishop. Is it Bishop? I think it's Bishop. Who... basically, is now a good android. I think this is actually a cool upgrade to the sequel. This is something, again, Cameron did in Terminator 2, where the robots who start as a bad guy is now a good guy, because in the first one it was Bilbo Baggins, Ian Holm as Ash, and now this one we have Bishop, so now there's like a new android. Of course Ripley doesn't trust them, but then gains the trust later, becoming one of Ripley's most, trusted comrades and friends. There's a lot of friendship and kingship between this group. The pulse rifle. The pulse rifle's fucking awesome. I want a Nerf gun of that. I know they make a Nerf gun, but it's so expensive. I want that. The pulse rifle, yes, is one of the most iconic guns of all time. In fact, I think it sort of gave influence to the assault rifle used in the Halo games. You can tell Halo took a lot of concepts from Aliens. I mean, a lot of video games did, but especially Halo. I think it's great. James Cameron's Halo would be a great movie. So that was cool to see the pulse rifle in action. The sound effects it makes, that shit's great. The flamethrowers are cool. The sets are great. There's so much greatness to this film. The score by James Horner, oh my god. One of his best. Like, this is a really great score. I kind of like this a little bit more than Jerry Goldsmith's in the first one, but yeah, that's also fantastic. I'm slowly getting more into more. When I hear a James Horner score, I know what to look for, and this is definitely one of his best scores to date. I fucking loved this. But again, what else has not been said? Aliens. It's one of the, not just, a lot of people say it's one of the best films of all time. Like, in fact, this is like much like Terminator 2. Cameron knows how to make a sequel that not only stands on its own and continues the story, but everybody forgets about the first one. When you think Terminator, you don't think the Terminator, you think Terminator 2. When you think of Alien, you don't think of the first Alien, you think of Aliens. And the film has lasting power to this day. The fact that these effects were made like in the late 80s, like almost 40 years later, god damn are they good. They are phenomenal effects. It's insane. So, obviously I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. This is a brilliant sequel. This is a great film. And I would recommend it. I mean, again, I cannot say it's my favorite of the franchise so far, but I will say it's neck and neck as good as the first one. So, there you go. Check out Aliens if you haven't seen it. I don't know when I'm going to get to Predator 2. I don't know when I'm going to get to Alien 3, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm so far liking what I'm seeing. But let me know your thoughts on Aliens in the comments below. Do you like it more than the first? Do you think it's less than the first? Or do you think it's like literally like me, where I think it's equally as good? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to support our Patreon. Just $1 more will get you early access to all of our content as well as other special features. I don't know what the next opening night is going to be, but either A, it's going to be a requested episode, which I am due to do a few more of, but on top of that, we got a couple of movies coming up. I'm debating actually seeing Kung Fu Panda 4, even though I've never seen the other 3 films. That would be interesting to watch. But we have Ghostbusters and then Godzilla X Kong coming out, so we're going to be pretty busy with opening nights soon. So, until the next opening night or in the next video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off. Take it easy, and go watch Aliens. It's fucking awesome. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.